Welcome back. Today we're doing a deep dive into Pennsylvania, looking at five really well-known haunted spots.
That's right. We've gathered stories from online sources, ghost hunter accounts, all trying to figure out what makes these places so spooky.
Exactly. We want to pull out the creepiest bits, the history behind them.
Okay, so where do we start?
Let's kick off with Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia. Big history there.
Oh, yeah. Opened way back, 1829, I think.
Yeah.
And it was known for pioneering solitary confinement.
Super intense. Even Al Capone spent some time there.
Yeah,
But beyond that, it's the paranormal reports, right? Voices, shadows.
definitely. People talk about hearing whispers in empty cell blocks, seeing figures darting around.
And that isolation, that psychological pressure. You have to wonder if that sort of thing leaves an echo.
Well, that's a core idea in paranormal investigation, isn't it? That strong emotions, trauma, they can somehow linger.
There was that story about a locksmith during restoration work, feeling like he was being possessed or something. Really unsettling.
Wow. Yeah, specific anecdotes like that really fuel the legend.
In Cell Block 12 specifically, reports of
Oh.
disembodied laughter. Creepy.
Very creepy. It gives people a focal point.
Okay, moving on. Let's talk Gettysburg Battlefield.
A place just steeped in history
Mhm.
and tragedy.
Absolutely. The Civil War battle in 1863, the scale was just immense. Over 50,000 casualties.
It's almost hard to comprehend that level of loss in one area, so it's perhaps not surprising it's considered profoundly haunted.
And the reports are pretty dramatic. Phantom soldiers marching, the
Mhm.
actual sounds of battle.
Full-body apparitions, too, especially in areas like Devil's Den or the Wheatfield. Those spots come up again and again.
Yeah, and soldiers, Union and Confederates, apparently still seen at their posts. Like, they're still fighting the war.
It raises that fascinating question, can a landscape hold on to memory, on to the echoes of events?
Okay, third location. Hillview Manor in Newcastle.
Right. This one started as a poorhouse back in the 1920s, then became a nursing home. It only closed down in 2004.
And it's meant to be quite active now.
Very. Investigators report lots of EVPs, those unexplained voices on recordings, apparitions too, and even poltergeist stuff like objects moving.
Is there a specific ghost people mention?
Yeah, there's talk of a man named George, often seen walking the halls.
George, huh? And other things, too, like kids.
Reports mention child spirits, yeah. And something darker, supposedly, down in the basement, a so-called dark entity.
Why do you think certain spirits get named like that? Like George.
Well, it makes the stories more concrete, more personal, I suppose. Easier to grasp than just vague phenomena.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Back to Philly. The Betsy Ross House.
The home of the famous flag maker,
Oh,
18th century.
right. And the reported hauntings here seem maybe a bit different. Quieter.
Seems that way. Less dramatic activity, more about atmosphere. People report feeling sudden cold spots or hearing quiet sobbing sounds.
And the idea is maybe it's Betsy Ross herself.
That's the speculation. Maybe mourning her husbands, her children, she experienced a lot of loss in her life.
So could that kind of deep sadness leave an imprint?
It fits with that theory of residual emotional energy, yeah. Grief being a powerful enough emotion to linger somehow.
Okay, last one. Penhurst Asylum. Spring City.
Penhurst. A place with a very troubled history, opened in 1908 for people with disabilities.
And closed in 1987 after, well, terrible scandals about abuse and neglect came out. Just awful.
Truly horrific conditions were documented, so given that history, the intense haunting claims aren't entirely unexpected, I suppose.
And what kind of things are reported there?
Really disturbing stuff, disembodied screams, objects being thrown or moving on their own, people feeling an intense sense of fear or dread.
Sounds terrifying. Are there specific entities mentioned?
Yes, people claim to encounter spirits believed to be former residents, sometimes children, and also, like Hillview, reports of a more aggressive, dark entity.
It feels like the pain of that place is still palpable.
The reported activity often seems to mirror the suffering that occurred there. Those echoes seem particularly strong at Penhurst.
So that's our five. Eastern State, Gettysburg, Hillview Manor, Betsy Ross House, and Penhurst. Each with its own history, its own type of reported haunting.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? How history, especially intense human experiences, pain, loss, fear, might just weave themselves into the fabric of a place.
Yeah. What are these stories really telling us about the past? Maybe things we don't fully grasp just from the history books. Something to ponder.